Hey, what's up, guys? It's really long time no see. Since my last updated, probably it's been 2 months already, I think. In current 2 months, I just completed my first semester in TAFE study. I would like to say sorry to you guys because it's really long time no update. Just because I found it's really interesting to be a photographer. I did some photo shoots, some landscapes, and some portraits. Anyway, I will show you guys how I shoot landscapes and portraits and how to fix that photos, how to amend your photos in Lightroom or Photoshop. Anyway, that would be another episode. In today's vlog, we will do something not really new. Just as known to us, Apple has released their new macOS, is Catalina. Now the Catalina is coming to the public beta, and I think the version should be beta 4. Yeah, beta 4. You probably have found a lot of YouTubers, they have tried to install Catalina to their MacBooks or iMacs, and also some YouTubers have done their Hackintosh with Catalina with the new system. This video will cover how to create the Catalina installation USB and how to install your new macOS, the Catalina, to your Hackintosh and fix the USBs. Now we're going to back up our Hackintosh first. We use the Clover configurator. Make sure it's the latest version. Now we mount the EFI first and then open your config. Now we need to back up our SM files, the system and motherboard serial number, and the UUID. Just copy paste it to your notes. Now we are going to back up our current Hackintosh using the Time Machine. You need to prepare a blank hard drive. Select erase. Okay, now we're just waiting for it's finished. During the Time Machine backup, we can follow this post to download the Catalina. After install our Mac, we can get this app, accept, click install, input your password. Okay, the software update will find out Catalina. Okay. Upgrade now. Now the macOS Catalina beta is ready. We're going to follow this post how to create a macOS Catalina public beta USB to create our own installation USB. We have done the previous steps already, so we just follow the step 2. Use the disk utility. This is our USB. Format it. Make sure the shim is GUID and format as macOS extended. Format. Done. Now we need the terminal. copy the following command and paste it in terminal, return, enter your password. Alright. We are nearly there. During this USB creating process, we're going to download some applications like Clover and some text, the fake SMC text and Ethernet text, and the new CPU power management text. Okay, done. We're going to install the UEFI to the USB. Open up the Clover, continue, change the installation location. We will change it to the USB. Enter your password. Alright, close. Now we need copy our prepared texts and the config list to the USB EFI. We can open up our current EFI to copy the texts to the new one. And go to Library, Extensions, to copy this Ethernet text to the USB as well. Now we are going to amend our config list, follow the post on Tony Mac. Because I'm using the Gigabyte Designare the 390 motherboard, so I follow this one. If you are not using this, you can search your motherboard on Tony Mac and find out your config list configurations. Okay, follow this step. Open up our config list. Mount the USB EFI as well. First, we choose change the set 0 to SATA and fix shutdown, fix PT, and see, and also fix handlers, plugin type. On the second page, select RTC TMR, and we're going to set the boot menu, the arguments, /3, slide x0, debug, and keep scenes. Let's have a double check. Okay, we go to the devices, select the USB inject, and make sure the audio is the first channel. And now, because we are going to install the latest system, the Catalina, so the USB patcher is not really necessary. We just leave it blank and change the RT vulnerables to 67. Now, we change this SM BIOS to Mac 19.1 and then copy paste all your configurations like the serial number and the motherboard number and the UID from notes to your new config list. Do not forget to trust Alright, save and close. Now we copy this new config list into the USB. Replace. Double check. Okay. Done. There is still one step before we installing the new system. We need to write down what configurations need for the BIOS. Again, because I got this Gigabyte Designare Z390 motherboard, so I follow this post to modify my motherboard BIOS settings. However, if you are on another motherboard, you can just search your motherboard type on Tony Mac, and then you will find out what is your BIOS settings. Let's get a screenshot. Capture. Then I would like to send this screenshot to my iPhone. Done. This is the USB we prepared for installing the new system, Catalina. If you have subscribed my channel, you would know this USB, which one I used to install an Hackintosh for my friend, the computer killer. Now we insert this one into the USB 2. Now we restart the system and keep pressing delete key on keyboard. Enter the BIOS setup. Okay, now we are in the BIOS. Just because I have my computer Hackintosh already, so on my BIOS settings, I actually do not need to change anything. Just in case, show guys the memory setting, profile 1, and system BIOS settings. Here the system is other OS and keeps the CSM support disabled. And by the way, you can configure your BIOS settings. Follow the screenshot you just got from the post on Tony Mac. Now, if you are using this totally same motherboard as mine, the Gigabyte Designare one, you probably have this setting. You can save these profiles as, you can name that Hackintosh or Overlock, and then select save and exit setup. Now we keep pressing F12. We select this one, use F5 from the USB as our startup hard drive. Okay, now you can see both macOS installed from the install macOS Catalina beta. Yes, they choose this option. Press return or enter. Alright, now what we need, just waiting. By the way, please make sure you have inserted your USB to the USB 2, not USB 3 or USB 3.1. After a very long time loading, finally we can see this loading progress bar. Okay, select English, continue. If you want a clean installation, probably you need to back up your hard drive first and then select this disk utility. Continue. And show all devices. Okay. We will erase our original hard drive and give it a new name. Still Macintosh. Yes. Keep this format as macOS Extended Journal, and this shim is GOID partition map. Erase. Down. Cross. Now we're going to install the Catalina. Continue. Agree. Select this Macintosh. Install. Okay, now all we can do is just wait. To be honest, this is my first time to install the macOS Catalina to my Hackintosh, so I don't know how many times it would be restarted and what would be happen in this installation. Hopefully, God bless us. This one just looks much more faster than the previous systems like Mojave or High Sierra. Normally on Mojave or High Sierra installation, it would cost you about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. However, this one just like 5 minutes. I don't know whether this is the real time or just something tricky. It's restarted, so we keep pressing F12 to select our starting drive. Actually, it's just got one bootable drive, so you can skip that F12. Just let it boot up as normal. Now we choose the right one, boot macOS install from Hackintosh. Okay, it's back to about 30 minutes. Based on my experiences, this installation will be restarted automatically twice or once. I don't know how about like the Catalina. Just when I installed the Mojave on my Hackintosh, it restarted twice. I'm pretty sure. This time, it just like no restarting, which is really good. 5 minutes to go. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. About a minute remaining. Let's make a wish. Call me Thanos. Keep pressing F12. Select our USB. That seems done already. Actually, let's start. All right. Australia. Continue. Select my Wi-Fi. Okay, continue. On transfer. Now, if you have configured your SM BIOS information, just like me, like we recorded previously, you can set up your Apple ID now. However, if you didn't do that, please just skip this step. You can set up later. I've done my configuration, so I can log in my Apple ID. Continue. Setting up an account. I'll leave it default. Now this is the new feature of Catalina. I prefer to select auto. Before the final steps, we're going to check our system status. Going to this system report, check the Bluetooth, it looks normal, audio looks normal, and camera, no card reader. Ethernet looks normal, and graphic card is native supported, and memories works well, but no PCIe information. Power looks good, but not really, and USB information. Anyway, we will figure out all issues later using the hacking tool. Open Clover first. This is another new feature of Catalina, more secure, but more complicated. Open and mount EFI, enter your password. By the way, because we are using the Catalina, the latest system, so there's no multi-beast support this version. We have to just copy paste the USB EFI to the local drive, and then we're going to search the 390 Hackintosh online to find out the post on the Tony Mac. Here we go. Adjust this window first and then find out the tables. Going to post installation, and yeah, this is the multi-beast, how to use the multi-beast for the Mojave. Unfortunately, there's no multi-beast for Catalina. This is the status after using the multi-beast install the EFI. However, we will just copy paste all this text from the USB to the local drive. Now open. Before we doing the local drive config, we need to ingest the USB first. Just make sure we are working on a right config placed. We have mounted the EFI already. Now we're going to amend this config placed following the post. Takes the fixed handlers, plugin type, and on the second page, RTC-TMR, and then the boot arguments. We're going to just delete the /v. Now slash is -a, yeah, and and this keep themes, disable and dark wig, and then double check. Okay, we're going to this devices, change the enter GFX to 0 and ingest audio to 16. Here is the USB patcher. Unfortunately, there's no current USB patcher available, so we just leave that default. Anyway, we can figure this issue out later. Then double check our SM BIOS and the RT variabilities, and save that, close. Then we are going to copy paste these post installation files to the correct folders. Now we're going to download these post install files. Allow. Copy the files from this folder, the small tree and XHCI texts, to our local library extension folder. Now we copy the Apple ALC because we are going to install the newer one from our USB text folder. Okay. In our EFI, the other text folder, we just copy the Apple ALC Lilo USB inject and evergreen to the extension folder as well. Now we open up the Clover ACPI patch folder. Copy all these files to this local folder. Nearly there. After all of these steps, we're going to search the utility text. Actually, it's text utility. Download that latest version. Don't worry, that can be suited for the latest system. You also can use that in Catalina. This security issue, open anyway, open password, and just wait it to clear the text folder cache. Click quit and restart. After it restarted, we use this hacking tool to do the Framebuffer. Before we patch the Framebuffer, we can check it under here, say it triple questions here. That means something wrong. If you are using the Gigabyte Designare Z390 motherboard, you can just use this patch. It's one stop. and export it to the config place. Just save. Make sure it's under the local EFI Clover folder and replace. Cross. And now restart again. Let's check the system report again after all these fixes. The audio is fixed and the Ethernet cards is coming out and graphic cards here. Nothing changed. It's native supported actually, and memory cards, NVMe, PCIe informations come up finally, and the power still need one step. Yeah, this USB, it looks better. And then insert an USB to check whether it's work properly. Yes, 5 gigabytes. Yeah, that is the normal speed for USB 3. Close. And open the hacking tool again. Going to the power. You can see the high vibration and the proximity wake is red. Unlock it first. Then click here to fix. All done. Finally, I have my Hackintosh installed the Catalina perfectly. If you want to try it for fun, you can follow my video to build up your Hackintosh. However, if you do that for working purpose, my suggestion is waiting for the official version. Just in current 2 days daily use, I found this beta version still buggy. And also a lot of third-party softwares is still not compatible with this new system. If you like this video, give me a thumb. If you not like it, give me a thumb. See you in next video. Ciao. Finally, I have my Hackintosh. No, Marcus, no. Finally, I have my Hackintosh installed Catalina perfectly. Include every part 100% identified. No. Okay. That's enough. Oh.